Yeah, we'll open up. So we just walked off the field from a kind of a modified walkthrough, and obviously 48 hours out, or roughly a little bit more before we play our first game against Wagner. I feel like we're in a very strong and confident place as a program and as a culture from the work that these guys have put in through the month of August, dating all the way back from our June and July summer conditioning and our initial experiences with each other. Like everybody else in America, we're glad and excited to be back and get back in the normal swing of things and ready to go play some football.
How much coming into this first game are you still evaluating players and positions and things like that, and how much of that is settled?
Sure. I think like a lot of programs in the nation, ours is maybe a little bit more unique because we've had less time. We didn't have the spring with them. So, but in any normal season, we're always evaluating every single day. I think we're in constant information gathering mode, and definitely looking forward to even some guys surprising us in a good way. We're going to give guys opportunity to prove themselves. And the first place you do it is in practice, and the first place you do it in our program is how you carry and handle yourself every single day. But when it comes to on-the-field performance, we are in constant evaluation mode and always looking at what we need to maybe modify or what we need to change or adjust or tweak to get that sweet spot of where we want to be. But definitely feel like we are in a strong place right now heading into our first game.
Just from a personal standpoint, I guess, how excited are you to get the season rolling now that you're back? You've gone through the off season and all that.
Yeah.
I guess just get the emotions, and how excited are you?
Yeah, we're definitely excited. We are excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to be playing football again because I love the sport. But you really kind of put those excitements to the side and you focus on your preparation. You focus on the daily responsibilities and tasks that you have to do. You know, one of my number one jobs is to put these players in a position to be successful on the field, in the classroom, and in their own personal lives, and then give them the tools necessary to succeed. So we continue with a systematic approach to how we handle our business every single day, and just try to focus on the task at hand, very outcome aware, but we remain process oriented and process driven, and but excited to get in front of our fans and our student body and our alumni and everybody back at UB Stadium to get the season kicked off.
What was it like being part of that pep rally and speaking to some of the students the other day, and how do you?
True Blue.
Yeah, how do you think?
True Blue did an amazing job. I mean, it was outstanding. I mean, I showed the video of our student body to our team the day after that pep rally, just to show them the support and love that they had just from the student body, and just the excitement that's there, the real excitement that's there. And it was great to see just students and people excited about returning to school, getting back in the normal swing of things, getting classes started, and with this upcoming game here against Wagner on Thursday.
How do you think having fans and students back in the stands will affect the team and the players that didn't have that last year?
Yeah, I think everybody plays a little bit better probably when you have your loved ones and people supporting you that are out there. You know, if they're not, you got to be internally driven to make sure you push yourself. But we love seeing our fans in the stands, and can't wait to see our student body out there cheering and being loud and rowdy and creating an intimidating atmosphere. So we're definitely excited to get them all back.
Coach, you talked about preparing the players. Did that pep rally prepare you for the emotions that you're going to go through?
I got to temper any emotions I have, because ultimately it's about the players. This game is definitely not about me. My job is to give them what they need to put them in a position to win, but it's about the players. So I wanted to show them the support that they had, and really focus on those guys and those 70 some odd guys that are on the travel roster that we're counting on to win this game.
What will your emotions be like standing there as a head coach?
You know, what I want to tell you is I want to keep it on what's in front of me. You know, first down or kickoff or situational football or red zone, short yardage, goal line, second and 9 versus 2nd and 1, and 3rd and medium and 3rd and long, and just what's the situation in front of me, and making that next right decision. You know, there's hundreds of the decisions that are involved with getting a final outcome of a game that you want to have, and just focusing on the task at hand, and definitely excited to be in the position and all those things that come along with it. But you kind of got to temper it, and you got to focus on really the small details of what you have to do to get to where you want to go to.
Coach, Kyle has a number of receivers that haven't gotten much experience over the past couple of years. How have you seen him develop chemistry with some of those receivers, and how do you maybe see him maybe being more involved and maybe throwing the ball a little bit more, because obviously last year it was so much ground and pound and relying on the running game?
Yeah, we still feel very strong about everything on our offense. It starts up front. It starts with our running game, and we have an outstanding group of running backs, starting with Kevin Marks and Ron Cook and McDuffie, Dylan McDuffie, and so we feel very strong about that group. But definitely feel Kyle is extremely able and capable, and we have a good, solid group of we feel strong receivers, starting with Dom Johnson, one of our super seniors, and Keon Williams, a transfer that came over from another school in the conference, and he's had an outstanding camp and done a really good job. And we got some younger guys, Jamari Gass that's really stuck out, and Cam LeBorn, and Giovanni Ruiz that's back from last year. So we feel like we have a good mix of talented older guys and youthful, hungry younger guys, and we have a very capable and able quarterback that leads our offense and leads our team, and we feel like we're in a very strong position headed into this first one.
Maurice, UB, the school is mandating vaccinations for so that people do it in person classes. What is your team's vaccination rate going into the first season?
Yeah, we're very proud to say that we're in the 90%. We're plus 90% in terms of team of vaccination, and it's every person's personal choice, and we're very respectful and mindful of that. But players made their own personal choice to go ahead and do that and get that shot, and I feel like we're very strong in that area.
Well, you mentioned a couple of those younger receivers that are listed on the two deep as obviously going to play a role, Gassett and LeBorn. What is it about them that earned that spot, and what kind of a role do you see for them?
Yeah, like how do you play as a young player? Well, number one, you have to prove, through reps and practice and repetition and consistency that you're capable of handling your job responsibilities. And then you have to be able to be consistent throughout camp. And those are two guys that showed that they could be consistent with the job responsibilities that we gave them. And they both have a unique skill set. They have speed. They have great change of direction, great balance and body control. They're young, but football is important to them. They're young, but they're not immature, and they're very mature in handling their day-to-day responsibilities. So we're definitely going to get them out there and give them an opportunity to go out there and showcase what they can do on game day.
Coach, what do you think we can expect to see from your team under this new Mo Linguist era?
Yeah, I think number one, our play style is something we talk about daily, how hard we play the game, how we play the game. A lot of football in general, from high school to college, even to the NFL, is a lot of same. People do run inside zone or run slants or defend a certain way. So we spend a lot of time in how we do what we do and why we do what we do, not just what we do. So everything begins with our play style, and then we talk about the ball. We talk about the ball every single day in our program, just winning that turnover battle, that turnover margin, attacking the ball, being relentless on defense, and protecting and securing the ball on offense, and then just creating that field position through special teams, and creating the field position through making and breaking tackles and limiting and creating explosive plays, and then ultimately just managing the game and being smart with our decisions on the football field, being disciplined, being sound fundamentally, and playing harder than the man in front of me, and doing what we do for the man next to you. We feel like we have a really strong connection, player to player, coach to coach, coach to player, and player to coach in our program. And we talk about daily combining our something with someone. Why do we play the game, and combining that for someone, and we do it for one another. We do it for the man next to us, and we feel like we've definitely been able to grasp that throughout our training camp in this summer.
Coach, you have a lot of turnover on the offensive line. How comfortable do you feel about the season with this group?
Yeah, I feel very strong and comfortable with the guys that we have in there, and I definitely have some, with Jack Klink and Jake Fuzak, older returning veteran players, and we've had some younger guys step up. They're going to get an opportunity to go out there and play. I think our offensive line is like a lot of, even all the way to the NFL, you're always looking for the next offensive lineman. You're always looking for big, strong, physical guys that can move their feet and move another man in front of them. We'll definitely have a big picture plan in front of us to develop guys along the way throughout the season, but we feel very strong, and we feel very capable with the guys that we have in there right now, and going to have a developmental plan throughout the season to get guys ready to play.
I guess going into the first game, how comfortable are you with maybe some of the guys lower on the depth chart? Should we expect to see them in game action to be
Yeah, I think we're going to let the game play out organically and then let the situations determine how we sub and rotate and get guys in. But we feel like we definitely have some younger bodies in there that are very capable and able. And a lot of guys just need reps. Things come through time on task and repetition. And we're just going to continue to feed that to them and get them in a place that we feel comfortable to get them on the field.
Coach, how's the adjustment been from implementing your core basic, schematic philosophies to now tailoring your game plan to a specific opponent? This is the first time you're really doing that as a coach.
Yeah, I think when you have a systematic approach in how you do things, what you're doing is you're fitting your system to who you're going to play. We still have a big picture principle and philosophy in how we approach games and how we play the game and what we do. We're going to be true to who we are and offense, defense, and special teams. And then what you're doing throughout the week is you are making the little adjustments to your opponent to, hey, we like these plays in these situations against maybe these people, and just trying to find all the little small details about how you're going to fit what you do to who you play.
At the center position, what did Bench do to kind of distinguish himself?
Just consistency. He's a guy that football is very important to him. He's worked his butt off, had a great summer training through June and July, and has really taken the job and been very consistent with it, and feel very strong with him in the middle right now.
Coach, you said hundreds of decisions go into a single football game. So with that said, will we be seeing the custom UB Nike?
Well, they're Jordan 1s, not. We haven't made those decisions yet. Right now, we're going to get through this day, and we'll see. We'll see on game day. We'll see on game day.
What's the biggest challenge your team faces going into its first game of the season, whether it's finding their legs, getting into game rhythm, or they're not knowing much about their opponent?
Well, the biggest maybe is like pretty similar for most teams right now in this time of the year heading into game one. Really not to sound cliche or anything, but it truly is about yourself and your identity. And for us, it starts up front on the line of scrimmage and controlling the line of scrimmage. And so we are going to let the game play out organically and make decisions along the way. And but we definitely have a plan and approach to how we're going to approach this first one and put our plan in place and let our playmakers go make plays and fly around and let the defense do what they do on first, second, and third down and get the ball back.
Is it any concern that they not have one eye going to head to Nebraska?
Not at all. None at all. We are laser focused on what's in front of us. We're looking at what is, if it's 12-20 right now, we're looking at class right now. That's our next task in hand. We got to stay in the moment. We have a long-term vision, but we got to remain focused on the now. And definitely have all the respect in the world for our first opponent against Wagner and what we have to do to get ourselves prepared to go out there and play our best.
Coach, the former D-back, what have you liked that you've seen out of the opponent's facilities?
Yeah, definitely got some great length and great ability. Jamarcus Ingram came over as a transfer to us and has done a really great job throughout camp. Mark Davis is getting one of his first opportunities to go out there and play, and he's playing with confidence right now. He's got great length and change of direction. Isaiah King at corner has done a great job. You've seen him grow so much throughout training camp. Really pleased with what he's doing. Corey Gross is doing a great job. And then also Powell, DP, man. DP's doing a great job. Dylan Powell at the other safety spot along with E.J. Brown. So I feel like we got a great mix. Pre Washington's doing a great job too. So we feel like we got a great mix of guys that we can roll in and out of and continue to build that depth throughout the season.